What's up guys, welcome to SoccerMachineTV. Today we're going to be doing the finesse shot tutorial. Today we're going to be doing version 2.0 of the finesse shot tutorial. I have an original one earlier in my YouTube channel, and it's actually got a ton of views, but since it's one of my earlier videos, it wasn't that good. The tutorial wasn't that detailed, the cameras weren't that good, so I wanted to do a video now that we have better cameras, and I want to go more in depth in the video and the idea. So what we're going to be doing today is, first we're going to be talking about a finesse shot, what it is, why it differs from a normal shot. Then we'll go in depth of the mechanics, how you hit it, where you hit it, and all the little finer details. And lastly, I'm going to give you some drills so that you can practice it in a way that you can actually pull out the shot in a game. Okay, so this is just a quick comparison between a normal shot, which was this first shot, just a straight looking shot, and then a shot with more curve being the finesse shot. This actually looks a lot better from up above, so we got the drone. All of the straight shots, the normal shots, shooting with the laces, all of those shots are in a straight line. So if I am to draw a line, just a straight line, and put the path of the ball next to it, it's gonna stay parallel to it the entire time. It's a straight line shot, boom, boom, boom. That's a normal shot. Now the finesse shot, it has that little bit of whip. That's why sometimes it's got that effect like it's going out. It's because of that curve. You can get more curve if you're farther back, or if you hit it a little bit softer, so it's more in the air, but it's not as efficient. It's still a shot. You still want to get the ball as fast as possible into the net, but it does have that whip. All right, and before I start breaking it down for you guys, I do want to address the fact that in a lot of social media pages, or a lot of people that post shots, their finesse shot, the one that gets a ton of curve, is not necessarily the best one to do in the game. So something that looks like this, the ball is in the air for an incredible amount of time. So it looks cool because there's more curve, especially if you step back and you hit it from farther, you get that huge curve. That's not useful. That's more of a pass. And if you're a goalie, you know better than anybody that you can just do this. That's it. Like, that's not a finesse shot. That's more of a pass to the goal. A finesse shot still needs to have power if you're gonna apply it to the game. It still has to have power. It just has that slight bend to get it around the keeper and in. On the other hand, look how fast these motherfuckers drive. Why do they drive like that? Tell people that drive 100 miles per hour, please stop messing up my audio. What were we talking about? A finesse shot, it might not have that much curve. It might not have that gigantic curve, but it's getting faster to the goal, which is the number one, another car. Everybody drives so fast here. I guess because there's no cops, it's like a ranch area, so people just go like 60 miles per hour and it's all residential. All right, the third time. A finesse shot might not have that gigantic curve, but it's getting to the goal faster. So I guess it helped so I can repeat that point. All it does is have that little small bend to get around defenders, to get around the keeper, and for you to be able to place it better. Something about the shot that you're caressing the ball, you can almost place it better than just taking a hard shot. So I already showed you guys that social media huge curve shot. This is more of a realistic finesse shot. That one didn't go in, but you get the point. Okay, so part 2, mechanics, we're gonna talk a little bit about 3 things. First, where your plant foot is. Next, where you're hitting the ball, and then where your upper body needs to be. So we're gonna replay this clip real quick, and as you can see, the plant foot needs to land right next to the ball. Not behind the ball, and obviously not in front of the ball. Although not as many people do that. They mostly not put their foot enough to the front, enough on the ball, so they don't hit the ball in the sweet spot. As for where you hit the ball, in this angle you can see it a lot better. It's actually just a little bit off the center. You obviously don't want to hit it in the center because that's just going to go kind of straight, but you don't want to hit it too much to the right because then it's going to do that thing where it kind of skids to the left. I know a lot of you know what that means, and for a lot of you, I wish I could slow this down to 1,000 frames per second if we had the Phantom so I can show you exactly where you hit it, but it doesn't matter. You still have to go out there, you still have to shoot and get your own mental muscle memory going on, that communication between your brain and your foot, to get it exactly where you want. You have to experiment and you have to get used to it. And the last thing we have to talk about, the third thing we have to address in mechanics is your body. You don't want your body leaning back. I'm sure you guys have heard your coaches say, don't lean back, the ball's gonna go up. So that's just the last little thing. You want to keep your body over the ball when you're shooting. Okay, and finally, these last 2 drills are great for you to actually pull off the move in a game. It's not enough knowing the mechanics, you actually have to do it in motion. The first one has to do with rotation and finishing, and the second one has to do more with running at speed, cutting and finishing. 2 very common things that are done in a game where you need to produce a finesse shot right after. So watch these drills, they're pretty self-explanatory. That's pretty much all for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. I think I went as in-depth as I could. It's just a matter of you actually going out and trying all these things. Like I said, like I mentioned, even if I told you the exact point where you have to hit the ball, first of all, you need to communicate that to your foot, between the mind and the foot. You need to have that communication. Second of all, once the ball is in motion, those little points don't matter. The ball is going to be bouncing. It's going to be way harder. Especially if you have a field like mine. I haven't leveled it. I haven't put grass. There's all these bumps. That's why the majority of the shots were lower, because if I aim higher, I'm risking just hitting the ball too high. And for a lot of you, I recommend aiming lower. That's a smarter thing to do, especially if you don't have a perfect field. If you're not playing in turf, if you're not playing in the ideal scenarios, which I know for a lot of you that play Sunday League or in some high schools, is not always ideal. So I recommend shooting it low, but that's completely up to you. See you guys next time. Subscribe, like the video, go watch other videos, follow me on social media, support. Hopefully you're liking these drills. I'll see you guys next time.